All right. So before we get into these next topics here, shout out again. Thank you, Sil, so much for showing up with us, man.
Yes, thank you, Sil. Thank you, dude.
We can get deep into talking about these other topics, especially the one about this preview that came out. So we're gonna go ahead and dig into it. Phil, what is our first topic, sir?
Before we move to that, I just want to share this real quick, just to refresh people's memory.
Okay.
Enough said.
There's no superhero science fiction film coming out these days where I don't see Zack Snyder's influence.
Zack Snyder's the blueprint? Is that what we're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Okay. Unfortunately, we lost the Batman. And how do you feel about the Batman Forever movie? Because I know a lot of people out there are still fighting for.
Let me correct you right quick. No, you youngins lost a Batman. I lost an Iceman. Down, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I lost. I lost a real genius. You remember the movie Real Genius? If you know, you know. That's who I lost.
Yeah. So unfortunately, he passed away very soon, very young, and time is precious, and you never know when it's gonna. Got to enjoy every minute of life.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless how you guys feel about the Batman Forever movie, I watched it, as all of us. We watched it in theaters. I had the toys. At first, when I saw it, I was a kid. I liked it for what it was. It wasn't Burton's Batman.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously we found out that, oh shit, there is a better version.
Yeah.
There is a real version. And I say this, Warner Brothers, Discovery, release the Schumacher cut.
Okay. This is what I equate him to. Val Kilmer's Batman was to the Schumacher cut and that story overall, not the Schumacher cut, but the cut that came out in the theater to Brandon Ross Superman. It's not Kilmer. It's the story that surrounded him. Just like Brandon Routh. Brandon Routh was a good Superman, in my opinion. It was just a story that was surrounded. That surrounded him. The story was horrible. You know what I mean? And that's the way I see it. So if Schumacher got a cut, that was way better than what they did.
Yeah,
let's have it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sergeant, right here, he says 30-year anniversary. Come on, Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And like it makes sense to release it, man. Like, the fan base would eat it up. We would support that 100%. They would make a killing. You guys could even release it in theaters for a limited time. I'm sure you guys would make your money back. And then some.
Absolutely.
So
what did you think about his portrayal as a Batman, bro?
I'll even give you this, Warner Brothers. If you guys want to, I know you guys want to, like to quote David Ayer, they want to get some scores on the board first. How many points you're going to get on that? Whatever. That's neither here nor there. But if you guys want to release Superman first, fine. But announce the release of the Schumacher Cut on the 25th. Because you can release it after for Christmas, maybe. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Halloween.
We'll get into the whys. We're going to get into the whys. All of that is all tied into what we're going to be talking about here real soon. But I was asking Sil, what did you think about Kilmer's portrayal, man?
No, Batman Forever, man. Cause like I said, that was when just my DC knowledge. I was like in an understudy of DC, everything DC, and so when that film hit, I didn't think it was bad. They had all these McDonald's cups and stuff. And,
I remember the cups, the McDonald's cups, the mugs. They were so cool, bro.
I was in school, so obviously at that time, and people always made fun of the Kiss from a Rose seal. Though my name is not the same, it's Seal, but it's Seal. So it was a whole joke in school. Kids
still love that song till this day.
But that was, so that was a really cool, just a cool time for I think Batman. I know maybe it was a little too colorful for some people, but I think it wasn't far. Batman and Robin was too far for Schumacher, right? But at that time, Batman Forever, I thought it was a very accessible DC film. A lot of kids jumped on at that time too, and the Schumacher Cut. Shout out to the Schumacher Cut account. Release Schumacher Cut. Like I support anytime they want to do trending events, and there is a cut. There is a finished Schumacher. Well, it's pretty much finished.
I heard Kevin Smith's seen it. Yep.
He screened it.
Yeah. He screened it. That's right.
And he was only able to do it because he couldn't charge for the tickets. So he had some other event, and the bonus was you got to watch the Schumacher Cut at that event. And so it's there, it's accessible, it's put it out there, man. If people, it's supposed to be about money. And so if you want to
here, Michael Cooney says it's a gold mine. There you go.
Yeah. So I'm all for it.
Awesome. No, I was always bigger on Batman Forever than Batman and Robin. I thought Batman Forever was the better of the two Schumacher movies. So rest in peace, Val Kilmer. He leaves behind a legacy that will never be forgotten. So,
absolutely.
Once Batman, always Batman. So exactly. I know the Iceman. I get what you're saying, Charles, with the Iceman thing. when you're Batman, you're Batman.
No, that's a level of even for Clooney, and I hated his, but you're welcome, Clooney.
It's funny. I actually saw his very last social media post. Val Kilmer's very last social media post was him putting on the cowl.
Let's
if you can pull it up.
Let's pull it up.
It is on my Rock Talks X page. I did reshare it. If you want to jump.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pull it up.
Side note: George Clooney was one of my scoops.
I remember that, Phil.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I never was happy with the scoop, but I just information.
He just had to say it as much as he didn't want to.
you took the win there. So.
Yeah, right there. That was his very last social media.
Been a while.
Oh, look at that. You got the cow.
All right.
I'm ready.
You're ready.
Yes, sir. I have an answer for us. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah.
Still got the look. That was like the Batman Who Laughs. That last part.
I'm ready.
You're ready.
Yes, sir. I have a.
Man,
damn, dude,
that's very sad. Very sad.
Rest in peace, Val.
Hey,
absolutely.
Hey, it's about icons, legacy. I'm a strong believer in that. That what you leave behind, on tape, it matters.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he lived his life. I mean, he ended up in that Top Gun Maverick film, like one of the best films in the last couple decades. So I'm glad he got some flowers with that too. So
if they tied that off so perfectly, man, is ridiculous, bro. Just that movie was fantastic. It really was.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep.